So Sammy Lee keeps faith with the Bolton side that beat Reading here last week. They have managed to hang on to Nicholas Anelka. He leads the attack. Gary Speed will play in front of the back four, allowing Mikel Alonso and Kevin Nolan to get forward. £11 million man Yakubu makes his Everton debut. He'll partner Andy Johnson up front. First starts for Phil Jagielka and Stephen Pienaar. Tony Hibbert has travelled but doesn't play. Thomas Gravesen, who's returned to Everton, is on the bench. The transfer window has slammed shut. Bolton's best bit of business hanging on to Nicholas Anelka. It's been a tough start for Sammy Lee as he changes Bolton's style. He will do it his way. Everton's big business is Yakubu. They hope he'll get the 20 goals a season to take them to the next level. He'll be the 20 goal a season man. Two clubs with big ambitions. But can Bolton celebrate 10 years at the Reebok Stadium in style? It's normally a fixture which produces goals, this. And immediately Phil Neville into the action. And the foul by Lee Carsley.
I mean, like you said, Gary, it does come with goals, this game. Normally, I think first of all, it's whoever wins the battle in midfield, the second ball. Get him the ball, he can score goals. Speaking to everybody before the game, it's a big signing to get Anelka signed down.
Long free kick from Bolton, which of course we've seen under Sam Allardyce, but Sammy Lee is trying to make them a more attacking 4-4-2 when he can. Escalani closed down quickly by Yakubu. And in space here is El Hadj Diouf, who many Bolton fans were concerned that he might leave the club during the transfer window, but Diouf, like Anelka, has stayed.
Yeah, I think if you're happy, he's playing good football, he's outstanding last week against Reading. Maybe get them two players playing and they can really do good things for Bolton this season.
Foul throw by Nicky Hunt. Throw in Everton's way. It's a good start to the season by Everton. Victories against Wigan and Spurs. Slightly checked though with a defeat at Reading and then the draw last week against Blackburn Rovers. Bolton looking to build on their success last week. This is El Hadj Diouf. That's a good challenge by Leighton Baines, former Wigan man.
David Moyes is building a really strong squad. We know about how well they work together as a team, but now he's got some outstanding individuals as well.
Lescott looking for the run of Yakubu. That'll be a huge battle between him and Abdoulaye Meite this afternoon.
I think both centre-halves will have to be on their toes, because now with Everton they've got two strikers up there rather than just maybe the lone striker, and that gives more options for the midfield players to play into feet or going behind. But I think that's what Bolton's intention to do, is pressing the ball, don't let people settle.
Phil Neville's long throw in, Hunt away, helped on its way by Gavin McCann, then Anelka looking for Diouf, and Jagielka's across. Lescott under pressure here. It's not the best back pass, is it? And here Tim Howard have words.
Well, because he was right-footed as well, Lescott, he's had to play it a long way across, and Diouf weren't giving it up. They have to be strong at the moment now. Everton at the back, concentration. It's been a fabulous start by Bolton Wanderers.
Hunt with this throw in towards Kevin Nolan. Hunt again, it's beyond Diouf, but Anelka's after this. Phil Jagielka standing his ground, and now Pienaar. Johnson and Yakubu, the furthest Everton players forward. It's aimed towards Johnson, easily away from Sid, and now it's 2-on-1 in Everton's favour. Johnson has Yakubu here for support. Andy Johnson towards Yakubu, dream debut. Everton's record signing scores barely 10 minutes into his first appearance. What a start!
What a combination as well. That's the goal you want. You've just signed for a big club, for big money, and your teammate helps you out. But for me, it starts way on the halfway line. Sid, if you're going to go, you've got to win it. And as soon as you get isolated 2 against 1, but look what Yakubu does. He sucks him in, then pulls away. By doing that, he creates the space, and that's an easy tap-in. You must win the ball as a defender there. Now you're in trouble. But Yakubu's movement is excellent. He takes the defender in, comes back out, creates space for himself. They can't pick him up, and what a nice tapping that is.
Well, you can see he's got number 22 on his back there. He was offered the number 9, the famous number 9 shirt by Everton, but he wanted a bigger number on his back because he wants that number to signify how many goals he will get, and that's why he's gone for 22. And what a start he's made. 1-0 to Everton, and it's Yakubu's first goal in Premier League football since February.
I don't think they get an easier one as well, because his teammate done excellent for him there, but Bolton was having a good passage of play. They've got to respond now.
Well, they have a chance with this corner, but Peter Walton, the referee, not happy with some pushing going on, and Kevin Nolan, who says he wants to be more disciplined. Let's see here if he is. Making his points to the referee and walking away, the best option. Just standing in front of Tim Howard is Kevin Nolan. And after they Mate, the ball stuck between his feet. Mate again, then it's Alonso! Great save from Tim Howard! That looked goal bound, and it was!
Fantastic strike, no backlift. What an outstanding save from Tim Howard. The ball is ricocheted around, bit of ping ball there, but look, he's got no movement, he adjusts his feet, and Tim Howard has superb agility, and it's a great stretch as well. May have just come off the post, but the keeper didn't know about it.
Well, what a start. Everton lead, but Bolton could have been right back in it.
Been superb, Gary.
This is Mate. Nolan and Speed in the middle. So too Diouf. It's aimed towards Gary Speed. It's taken away from him by Carsley. Now it's El Hadj Diouf. Has Speed for support. He's gone down. No penalty, says Peter Walton. And Diouf slams the turf in disgust.
There was contact. Whether he was going to get the ball at the other end, I'm not sure. He does well with the movement of the ball. The ricochet there. There's Carsley coming in. There is contact. I think no wonder Diouf was disappointed.
Drama here at the Reebok Stadium. Baines. Arteta. Free kick to Everton.
Just got to keep their heads down, the Bolton players. They're getting a bit frustrated. They was keyed up for the game.
Big free kick. Leighton Baines with that driven ball. Arteta. Another free kick. And it's the challenge by this fellow Spaniard Alonso.
They want aggression, they want commitment, but just calm yourself down. There's no need to give silly free kicks away. Sammy Lee will be delighted with his team performance, but obviously frustrated with the goal that his team are giving away, and just maybe 1 or 2 free kicks as well. They need to just to hold their nerve and discipline.
Arteta with this free kick. Carsley. Now Baines. 3 in royal blue to aim for in the penalty area. Still Leighton Baines, he's gone down. He didn't appeal though.
You can't take your eyes off this game.
Terrific start to this Premier League encounter. Bolton celebrating 10 years here at the Reebok Stadium. What a start it's been.
Plenty of pace in this game as well. It's entering. Diouf still asking the referee about the penalty decision as well. I think there was contact.
Nicky Hunt with this throw in for Bolton. Lescott rising, and there's a chance, and it's over the crossbar from Diouf.
Just leaning back, Gary, that's his problem, rather than getting over the ball. Again, one of the Bolton systems, the touch is excellent, but he just gets underneath the ball. But for me, I think there is contact. Whether the referee cannot see the ball, I'll see the movement. The touch is there, but to be fair, he's behind Gary Speed, and Diouf does make a meal of it, but I think there was contact.
Yakubu has Johnson and Pienaar away to his right. This is Pienaar. Bolton have plenty of bodies back now. Johnson and Yakubu trying to remain on side. Johnson again. Yakubu and Arteta inside the area. Pienaar's ball towards Yakubu. Comfortable for Jääskeläinen.
Good goalkeeping. Locked in the air though. Plenty of time to come and collect the ball. Couldn't do anything about the goal.
Well, he has said he will see out his final year here. UC Askelainen still in dispute about whether he'll get a new contract. He turned down a new offer in June. He talked to the Bolton fans and they say great keeping Nicholas Anelka. They also want UC Askelainen nailed to a new deal as well.
Well, they want to keep their best players. Askelainen, Nelka, Juve, all amongst them players. And what we've got to do is keep the momentum that they did after their result against Reading and just try and keep their season going, because it's going to be a difficult season if their heads go down.
Johnson just caught offside. Andy Johnson has been told by David Moyes that his hold-up play has been better since he arrived at Everton. Of course, goals are a big part of Johnson's game. 12 goals last season, hasn't scored those since March. But he's contributing a little bit more in terms of hold-up play, according to his manager. Everton have the lead here. Lee Carsley, heavy touch, invites the challenge of Gavin McCann, and Bolton on the move here. This is Nolan. Everything to his left apart from Nicky Hunt here, who has made the dash forward. Just overhit that pass towards Alonso, but speed is there. Hunt again. Lescott away this time. El Hadj Diouf taking on Leighton Baines. Nolan, Anelka and McCann are in the middle, but Diouf can't find them.
They've done well there, Baines against Diouf. Just try and move in the ball as a defender, keep your eye on it, but he's so important to Bolton. But Baines that time was nice and concentration on the ball. Well, good acquisition. You're saying about money, it's all right spending it, but you've got to spend it wisely. I think in general Sammy Lee will be delighted with his team. It's just obviously the counter-attack and the individual mistakes that's has made them a goal down.
I think Lee will be delighted that the transfer window is shut, so he won't get any more questions about the likes of Anelka and Diouf. He did lose Abdoulaye Faye at around 5 to midnight last night to Newcastle. And Sammy Lee's admitted that the criticism he's received has shaken him up a bit. But he will get it right here at Bolton, and he's trying to play that new style of 4-4-2 on the whole when he can. And of course, players have to adapt to that.
Of course, as I said, they've been so used to a certain system here under Sam Allardyce, but that's history. You've got to move on, you've got to go with the current manager.
There's Yakubu, the goal scorer. Nice feet. Jagielka looking for the run of Pienaar. Will he get to it, Pienaar? Yes, he will. He's won the corner.
Told you he was quick. I wanted it slower so he could get on the ball that time. Sid's come across and made a good defensive tackle.
I think that was Stephen Pienaar for saying, give me a chance, will you, with the next ball. He is quick, but...
he had to be to get that ball as well. But this is where Everton will set pieces. Arteta, normally a very good deliverer of the ball.
Yerbo, Jagielka and Lescott waiting. Yakubu and Johnson in the 6-yard area for Arteta to aim for. It's gone towards Julian Lescott, and this is Johnson, and then Jagielka couldn't quite find the target.
Yeah, there is nervous moments, isn't there, with the ball put in there. No one's really picking anybody up. It's a free header, not once but twice. Thankfully for Bolton, it just drifts out for a goal kick.
Nicky Hunt with this throw in for Bolton. They've had their chances in this first half to draw level. Another one here maybe, and Anelka and Diouf just in each other's way. And then Jagielka squeezing the ball away from Anelka. He's done well to win it back. Everton on the back for the gain here. Oh, off the crossbar. Nicky Hunt now. Alonso with the drive. Howard was beaten all ends up. And Bolton were almost level.
That was breathtaking as well.
At the other end, this is Pienaar for Everton, who's onside. Johnson, Carsley and Yakubu and Arteta in the middle. Carsley wants it short. This is Carsley. Back to Pienaar. Bolton have regrouped. Pienaar's cross goes behind for a corner to Everton.
Can't believe it, can they? Alonso, fantastic shot. Look at Anelka as well, how well he does. He keeps the ball alive and he shifts it onto his favoured right foot, and he just puts this with venom and power. The goalkeeper's nowhere in sight. Great strike, great technique. Unfortunately for Alonso and Bolton, it hits the crossbar.
What an effort from the older brother of Liverpool's Xabi Alonso, who's the next door neighbour of Everton's Mikel Arteta. Corner to Everton, Jagielka, good save, Jääskeläinen. Chances at both ends.
Again, it's three headers in the box for Bolton. Neither one's picking up.
Here come Bolton, 4 against 2. It's Nicolas Anelka, just forced one to his left. Trying to set up El Hadji Diouf with the header, and it's a comfortable take for Howard.
Yeah, couldn't get any power on the header because it was floated in. But again, it's a good counter-attack from Nicolas Anelka as well, getting forward, but Diouf just looping it back into the goalkeeper's hands.
Open game here at the Reebok Stadium. We've only just had the 1 goal so far. Could have had 3 or 4 maybe. Nolan. This is speed. Now Samuel, Diouf dropping deep. Anelka all on his own, and had Lescott and Yobo just behind him.
Yeah, but like you said, there has been chances. We come close with this. Again, no one's picking up. No one's determination, but in the end it's a decent header. The goalkeeper makes a comfortable save in the end, but no one's really dominated in the box defensive-wise for Bolton.
This is Pienaar. Carsley has made a run inside the penalty area. Pienaar trying to release the ball. Baines now. Pienaar, it's congested there, just on the edge of the Bolton box. This is Arteta. Trying to create room for the cross. Nicky Hunt and Mikel Alonso are blocking his path. It's an Everton throw in. Words between Arteta and Hunt, which Arteta has a smile about.
You do when you're winning 1-0.
There is again. Great play from Mikel Arteta. Now it's Andy Johnson. They do well to get enough power on that. Sid made the block. And it's a corner to Everton.
They go asleep sometimes, but he does it in the box. His movement, positional sense is excellent. I'll be delighted as well to have another strike alongside him as well to help the workload. But this will suit Everton, just to take the momentum out of the game, just to take the energy and the heat out of the game. It's been flowing.
Kevin Nolan trying to push Phil Jagielka there just before the corner kick was taken. The two just having a little smile with each other. Carsley's ball back in, the flag is up. And Phil Jagielka, who missed a sitter against Blackburn last week. He admits he was saved by James McFadden's goal, which earned Everton a point. He was offside there, and I think he'll be thankful with the attempted right foot volley that he tried there.
Yeah, but it's another good signing, I think, by David Moyes. As I said, he's had money to spend this time, and he's done it, and in my eyes I think he's done it wisely as well.
Anelka had J. Lloyd Samuel making the run outside of him on that far side. Nkubu putting Meite under pressure. It's 2 against 2 again here. Sid clears. Pienaar. Pienaar's continued his run and Johnson's found him. Nkubu's inside the penalty area. Not there though. Look how quick Andy Johnson is just to try and win back the ball. This is Nicky Hunt. Diouf trying to turn the ball back towards Nicky Hunt, who, like Anelka, has signed a new deal at the Reebok Stadium this week. We will have 2 added minutes of injury time at the end of the first half here. Everton lead. It's been a good game as well.
I think an excellent game. As I said, the purpose and the way the players have performed have been excellent. And Bolton, there's not too far wrong with their performance. It's just obviously putting the ball in the back of the net.
2 minutes.
Everton have been solid defensively as well, and up front they look a real threat with them two.
Looking to keep his first clean sheet in 11 games here for Everton. He's seen his crossbar wobble from Alonso's effort. There's Alonso. Kevin Nolan, the furthest player forward here. It was Anelka's flick. You can hear a few frustrated sound and frustrated groans coming from the Bolton fans.
Yeah, as I said, they've got to stick together, players and fans alike.
Lescott with the header towards Pienaar. Samuel just flew over the top of Stephen Pienaar. Mate being closed down by Yakubu. Escalante just finding touch. Beaten once this afternoon by Yakubu. Debut goal for the Everton striker. It's Jagielka towards Andy Johnson.
Yeah, for me, Sid just slid in for the goal. He just isolated his defensive partner and he got punished in this league.
Everton trying to push for a second here before half-time. Pienaar. Jagielka providing support just behind him. Pienaar trying to trick his way past Gary Speed. He does too. And as the cross came in, the half-time whistle is blown by Peter Walton. And what a dream start for Yakubu. A goal on his debut, barely 10 minutes into his debut after his move from Middlesbrough. It's his goal that puts Everton in front at the break here, but Bolton could have been level. Alonso with an absolute rocket which beats Tim Howard and smashed against the crossbar. Terrific first half. At the break, it's Bolton Wanderers 0, Everton 1. Second half, or will Everton hang on for another 3 points away from home to add to the victory at Spurs, of course?
Well, I think for Bolton, it's just to keep going the way they did in the first half. The football was good. Just in this final third, they just need a little bit more quality. But Everton, we know, will be dogged, determination, and a real threat up front. So it was you said, a cracking first 45 minutes.
Gerald Sid has gone off with a groin injury at half-time to be replaced by Andy O'Brien, so it's a substitution that's been forced upon Sammy Lee.
Yeah, I was going to say like for like, really. You know, O'Brien, who I know from Newcastle, good defender, good pace.
Everton with the lead here. Joseph Yobo with some defending to do. It's a free kick to Bolton Wanderers, who got back on track last week with the victory here against Reading. Played some fast-flowing football, which is what Sammy Lee wants from his side.
I think we've seen glimpses of that in the first half as well. Football was good. Normally comes from Juve and Anelka. It was good movement. They judged by putting the ball in the back of the net.
This is Stephen Pienaar, who showed his pace on a number of occasions in the first half. Alonso, who could have equalised for Bolton. That rocket shot which rattled Tim Howard's crossbar. Nolan battling with Lescott. Phil Neville back defending too, and Yobo. This now is El Hadj Diouf. Nolan, who's hobbling, is in the middle. So too Anelka. Nolan's just checked his run now because he is hobbling, and Diouf tries to find Anelka. He almost bounced it off Alonso.
Yeah, unfortunate there, aren't they? Diouf again, outstanding on this left-hand side. Twisting and turning, shifting the ball along. But look at the blue numbers in there. Look how many people they're around. Just trying to dink this to Anelka on the far post. They get a little bit fortunate. Be fair to Everton, they always get back in numbers and try and sniff out the danger.
Ball just bouncing off Yakubu. This is Gary Speed. McCann sweeping the ball towards Anelka, who's onside. Was he pulled out? Peter Walton says yes. And Julian Lescott could be in trouble here. He's yellow carded.
Well, he was done by his pace, Lescott, and letting the ball bounce as well. McCann just helps it round the corner, and as soon as you let it bounce, I don't think there was too much intent, but he got caught the wrong side. It was just a yellow card because there was other defenders around.
Bolton will look to capitalise upon this. Words from Gary Speed to El Hadj Diouf. Normally you'd expect Speed to be in the middle. He's making a late run now inside the Everton penalty area. Andy O'Brien, Abdoulaye Meite are also in there. Goes towards O'Brien. And Anelka trying to cash it. It's a corner to Bolton. Everton claim goal kick.
It should have been a goal kick as well. It's come off Anelka. Nice little delivery. But again, they defend it well. And there it is, just off Anelka's back of his head. They get a little bit of fortune. This will be interesting if this ends up going in.
Kevin Nolan just standing in front of Tim Howard, just trying to block his view. El Hadj Diouf then with this corner. And Peter Walton says there was some blocking by Nolan on Howard.
I think the referee had already made his mind up as well. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. Can't really see that Kevin Nolan's done too much wrong there. Just stood his ground. Still pleading his innocence as well.
Here come Everton. Instant hit there by Johnson. Nicky Hunt will prevent the corner. Neville with a bit more time than he thought there. Leighton Baines, nice turn. Arteta under pressure. Carsley challenging Gavin McCann. It's a throw in Bolton's way. Bolton just wants a little more guile here.
Yeah, as I said, the enthusiasm and desires there, but
cries of shoot as Alonso picked the ball up there, following his rocket shot in the first half, which struck the woodwork. Alonso again, full pass this time, and Everton could be away here. Andy Johnson, Yakubu to his right, plays it just behind Yakubu, who is taken out by Gavin McCann, and Peter Walton says McCann won the ball, and Yakubu is flat out on his back.
I think he did get the ball, but he also got a bit of Yakubu as well. Wholehearted player McCann. Yakubu just trying to let the ball run. As you see there, just comes through his his ankle. The referee said McCann got the ball. Yakubu may disagree. Now Gavin McCann in his pass. He's a winner. His determination in midfield, doesn't shirk responsibility.
David Moyes in conversation with Stephen Pienaar. It was Nicky Hunt who put the ball out for Bolton there, and his player coach Gary Speed wasn't too happy with Hunt putting the ball out. He wanted Bolton to play on. It's up to the referee, of course, these days here to blow to stop play. Pienaar looking for Yakubu. Meite is the covering defender. McCann with the flick. El Hadj Diouf with a chance to run here. Anelka is waiting inside the penalty area. Diouf taking on Joseph Yobo. Yobo stands his ground.
Good defending, because he'd done him the first time, Diouf, but never had enough time to get round.
This is Gavin McCann. Plenty to aim for inside the penalty area, but plenty of royal blue shirts back for Everton too. Jello Samuel. Diouf. 4 to hit inside that box there in white. Diouf floats the ball in. It might drop here for Anelka. What a finish! That's why Bolton kept hold of him. New deal, same story. Great goal.
And that's why everybody wants him as well. He's delighted. And what a finish, and I think the smile says it all. Again, it's Diouf involved, the two superstars. Good delivery, just get mixed up. It's a fantastic strike. The technique, the concentration to execute it is fantastic. He is a top player, there is no doubt about that. He's enjoying his football, he's scoring goals for fun. It's a little bit of a mix-up in the heart of the defence of Everton for the first time, but take nothing away from him. He's a great striker with a great strike on goal.
There's Alonso. Now Wilhelmsen. Exciting attacker that Sammy Lee has brought into the club. Alonso again. Pienaar trying to win the ball back, but Bolton again putting pressure on Everton.
Done well, Baines, with his first touch. It was excellent. He just hoofs the ball out. It just shows you at the moment it's emergency stations.
Nicky Hunt with this throw in for Bolton. Only one place it's going. Lescott away. Gary Speed. Now Anelka. Diouf. Wilhelmsen. And Nolan, the only 2 Bolton players inside the penalty area. Here's Anelka. He's already scored 1 spectacular goal. Lifts the ball towards Kevin Nolan. Big chance, big miss.
Should score, or at least hit the target. He knows it as well, and he needs a goal. He needs a goal for himself and his team. But again, it's the 2 players involved. What about this for delivery? He's not offside. They keep the line there for me. Just steps back on. Unfortunately for Nolan, just no real conviction on it. Just shows me a player in full confidence. He is.
Well, here's a moment. Thomas Gravesen on for Lee Carsley. Gravesen back at Everton. Huge roar from the Evertonians as Gravesen makes his return to the club. Just over 2 years after leaving for Real Madrid, he jumped at the chance of moving back to Goodison Park. He's kept in touch with many people at the club, and now he's back. He's back in the Premier League.
Big favourite, and before the game as well, very vocal, good around the changing room.
Anelka scrapping with Joseph Yobo. Flag up for offside, and Bolton will have the free kick here.
As I said, at the moment Everton just can't get hold of the ball. Johnson or Ikubu, worrying times at the moment, I think, for the blue players. And David Moyes, we knew there'd be a period where they'd have to come under the cosh. Probably thought they could see it through.
Lescott has won so many headers here this afternoon. Now it's Alonso, went close in the first half, went close in the second half too.
Superb technique, as he runs in the family. That time Howard could get something on it. He anticipates it well, where the ball's going to ricochet or bounce down, and he's got good technique.
The force is with Bolton at the moment, following that equaliser. Another corner kick.
Worried faces there, isn't there, in the blue shirts. Who frowns. As a player, you know you're going to come under a bit of pressure. It's how you deal with it. Just got to try and calm the game down a little bit at the moment, but they can't get hold of it. Full credit to Bolton. They'll have good movement. Things they would work on the training pitch.
Diouf with this Corner again, Gary Speed with that late charge inside the penalty area, and that's a good take under pressure from Tim Howard. And Speed picking himself up. Jagielka has stayed down.
Yeah, it was good goalkeeping. He took the lot, come for the whole lot. Unfortunately for Jagielka, Howard lands on top of him and maybe just wins him. With his right elbow goes into his ribs. Gary Speed eye on the ball. Or as he lands there, Howard just lands on his teammate. Softens the blow. Jagielka just felt the full weight of Howard on his ribs. They've come under the cost, they've come under pressure from this man, Nicholas Anelka. They do well with Juve. And he comes out to this outside, he gets on the ball, and then he just teases the player. He wants to get on the ball, he knows where his teammates are, and just puts it into a dangerous area. And there's a bit of a mix-up, but look at his agility, look at his technique, and with his right foot, he just drills that into the roof of the net. Just slices across the ball, great technique, focused, the shape, the angle, it's a pleasure to watch.
Jagielka back on. Tim Howard also suffered a knock in that incident. He's okay too. Yakubu with the chest down towards Andy Johnson here. No penalty. Peter Walton had a long look. Here's Wilhelmsen for Bolton. Jagielka with the challenge. No foul there either.
It's all happening on this game. Starting to turn up the heat again.
Pienaar. Neville. Terrific game this. Andy Johnson trying to put Meite under pressure, and he's done well, Johnson.
I'll tell you what with Meite, he's just got to learn to defend. He's taking too many chances, he's not heading the ball, he's not commanding his air, he's all over the place sometimes when the ball's played in.
Phil Neville for Everton. Bolton just back in their numbers, 2 banks of 4. Arteta, Yakubu, Pienaar and Johnson waiting for the cross. Gravesen here for the pullback. This is Thomas Gravesen. Thought about the shot, didn't he? And just hits that cross too hard, although Jagielka will keep the ball in play. Sweeping challenge by Wilhelmsen. He arrived at Bolton in the summer and thought, I know one player here, Abdoulaye Meite, and when Christian Wilhelmsen went up to him, Meite didn't recognise him. They both had trials together at Marseille when they were 19. Forgotten by Meite. Neville with this throw in. Now Gravesen. Neville again, but Bolton denying Everton space.
Again, both players are working hard, closing people down, hustling across.
Chance across here for Phil Neville. Meite going down low, and Pienaar! So close!
Good effort for the little man. May not get another chance, but they do well. Phil Neville just helping it into the area. Bertie again doesn't get on the ball. It's difficult because it's straight in front of him. If it's either side, he can maybe change his body. That's the last part he's going to play.
So Pienaar is off. He couldn't score in the Bundesliga last season for Borussia Dortmund. He's off, and Leon Osman, 2 goals to his name so far this season. He's on, and it's a straight swap in terms of a winger on, a winger off, and Arteta will move across to the right of Everton's midfield, and Osman over on the left.
As I said, same system. Substitutes are not changing the game. It's fresh legs more than anything. Maybe with Osman a little bit more defensive minded than Pienaar.
Arteta. Yakubu. Osman's down. Just picked himself up now after a heavy challenge. Thomas Gravesen just behind Jagielka, has time to retreat. Very speed under pressure here from Mikel Arteta. Well, the decisions have gone Bolton's way.
He doesn't think so. Bit of contact there, the arm. My old mate went down in instalments there, but Arteta maybe on this right-hand side where he's more naturally right-footed, be able to get on the ball, but the referee's having to make decisions. He's having to have a look, but again, they just don't deal with it at the back. They let the ball bounce. There was contact. I think it would have been very harsh.
I think David Moyes was also appealing for a handball in that incident.
Well, it happened so quickly. You know, there is handball, but we're having a look there. We don't know whether it's a blue or a white shirt.
Hotting up here at the Reebok Stadium. Peter Walton having to keep his eye on this.
So away, it's been enjoyable.
And Everton have finished high up in the Premier League. They've always started well. They've had a steady start so far. They brought that man in, Yakubu. He scored on his debut, but Nicholas Anelka equalising for Bolton. Will we have another twist here? Arteta towards Osman. Everton with plenty of numbers forward. Osman again. Gravison for support. Osman fancies the cross towards Mikel Arteta. He tried to pull it back, looking for Yakubu.
Again, clever play by the Spaniard, just trying to knock it back. The goalkeeper did well to smother the ball.
It's been a game full of drama here. It's not over yet. I feel there is another goal in this match somewhat. Gravison. A mistake by Mate. This is Andy Johnson. Chance for Johnson. Escalani with the save, and that's a big save.
Correct. And there'll be one person who'll be delighted. Just defend. His body shape's all over the place. He hasn't scored against Bolton, Johnson, and never really looked convincing. His body shape's all wrong, the defender, and then when he gets in, you fancy him. But he gets closed down, he gets hurried down. It's a good save, but no real conviction.
Look how much both teams want to win this. Neither prepared to settle for a point.
Tackle there by Baines. Nice to see him back playing.
Baines did used to sneak in as a youngster into Everton to Goodison Park for the final 15 minutes of games. And I think it's his dad and his cousin wanted him to go watch Liverpool. This is Wilhelmsen. Still Wilhelmsen. Alonso in the middle. Yoba back defending.
Needed it on the floor, didn't he? Good defensive header in the end, but pull it back. Don't go for... Put it in the air. Great pace. And look at Alonso. Just stand there. Pull it back now on the ground. And it's a tap in. I said he had pace. Just now he's got to be aware of bringing people into it. Hunt's just got a bit of a problem at the moment, just his ankle. I think it gives everybody a chance to get their breath back.
It has been a breathless game here at the Reebok Stadium. And Kevin Davis is ready to come on. He always scores against Everton. 4 goals in his last 6 games against the Merseysiders, including one here last season. He's recovered a month early from his hamstring injury. I thought he'd be out for 6 weeks. Now, they may rethink this, will they? Well, Nicky Hunt is going off, and he will be substituted. So Hunt's game is over. And Kevin Davis is coming on for Bolton as Hunt leaves the field. And what a time for Davis to come on as Bolton have this corner.
Number 14, Kevin Davis.
Only one place he's going, straight into the Everton penalty area. And Everton will have to work out who's picking up who. Goes towards Davis, over his head. Abdoulaye Mate pushed away by Howard. It's a good save from Howard, it flew at him. Bolton could have been in front. At the other end, Arteta's away here. Wilhelmsen, he's got back well. And when you see 2 wingers going for it like that, you know both want the 3 points.
Definitely fully committed.
Thomas Gravison. Phil Neville now. Arteta. Everton looking for this winning goal. And they will get the throw in. Abdoulaye Mate going close for Bolton at the other end. Gravison. The ball to Arteta, and he should be in the middle, so too Johnson. Osman! Another chance goes begging.
Go low, you got a chance. The little man, he likes scoring goals from midfield, but they work it well here. Arteta and Gravison. Now pull it back, be composed, and just side foot it in. Don't go for too much height. Just try and pass it into the corner. They do it well. Just slide it in. He's got enough opportunities.
Let's go. Osman calling for the ball. So too on each of it. Now it's Leighton Baines. Plenty in blue on the edge of the Bolton penalty area. There's one Osman. Baines again. It's a decent cross in. Samuel with the clearance. Osman with the cross. Mikel Arteta. Jääskeläinen will try to get to it but can't. He's out of his goal now. He's done well just to fling out a right hand there, Jääskeläinen. Now Gravison. Still Everton pressing. Gravison's shot blocked. Corner kick.
Definitely end to end. Great football. Goalkeeper had to make a decision there. He come out. But you're judged on.
And each of it being watched by Mate. Jagielka makes a late run inside the penalty area. Goes towards Lescott. Julian Lescott may well have won it for Everton. It's 2-1.
It's about the delivery. The delivery is superb. He's done it at White Hart Lane. He's done it at the Reebok. I'll take nothing away from the delivery. Samuels maybe from a standing jump just gets muscled out of it. But he goes between two white shirts. And he just guides it in. He doesn't have to put too much power because that's on the ball. And he just guides it into the net. Look at Alonso on the post as well. He just gets caught moving with the ball. And he leaves that far post away there and it just ends up in the back of the net. He's delighted. They think they've got the 3 points.
Deep into stoppage time here. One last chance maybe for Bolton Wanderers to rescue a point. Same towards Anelka. Again Everton deal with the danger. Bolton need to get this ball forward. Peter Walton checks his watch. Nolan's high ball towards Wilhelmsen. This time it's Speed who rises, and it's Howard who catches. And that's it. 3 big points for Everton. It's another defeat for Bolton Wanderers. But there's the match winner, Julian Lescott. Awesome at the back, and he's headed the winner too for Everton. Yakubu on his debut, put the Blues in front. But then Nicholas Anelka, a fantastic strike, level for Bolton. An absorbing contest. Bolton will feel hard done by to lose this game. A wonderful advertisement for the Premier League. But Julian Lescott's header has won it for Everton. It's finished Bolton Wanderers 1, Everton 2.
David, always a difficult place to come. You've come here, you've got the 3 points, and it was quite some game too.
It was, and it was great that for probably the first time in my time at Everton, we've had people on the bench who can come off and win the game for us, and I thought that was something to do what we had, which we've not had for a long time here.
Yakubu, obviously you've brought in, you've taken time to get him. How pleasing is it and satisfying that he scores on his debut?
Well, it was great that he scored a goal, but I think you couldn't go amiss to say the work Andy Johnson does, getting there and running it down, and good movement by Yak in the box, and Andy picked him out. So it was a real sort of strike partnership goal, and we're pleased he got his goal, and it gave us a great start in the game.
What did he give to you today, Yakubu, on his debut, do you feel?
Well, I think he's got that threat of the goals. I thought he held the ball up well, and I've got to say I thought he worked very hard for the team today. And you know, I think he'll get better. And if he keeps his scoring rate up at the moment, I'll be delighted.
He's got 22 on his back because he wants to score about 20 odd goals, doesn't he? I think that's why he's got the number.
Well, I hope that's right, and if it is, then he can keep that jersey.
Sammy, such an open game, so many chances. You must feel disappointed you haven't got anything out of that.
Yeah, very much so. And again, what I've just said to the lads in there, I'm very, very pleased with the commitment. It was absolutely superb. And, you know, when things are not going well for you and they just don't go well for you, I certainly wouldn't look to make excuses, far from it. You know, we conceded from a set piece, which we're always disappointed in. But I have to say something, and I've just said to the lads in there, if we keep that commitment and keep the belief, then we'll turn it around. Obviously, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, in fact, we conceded goals again at home. It's a clean sheet mentality that we're trying to get. And we just can't seem to keep it apart from last week now. But we'll keep on working on it. And as I say to you, if the lads keep on showing that commitment, which some people, for whatever reason, seem to have questioned, but it was certainly evident today, and it's been absolutely superb throughout.
I know you said before, it is difficult to keep saying positives in defeat, but anyone who's here today will see a positive Bolton side.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, people think I'm trying to put a spin on it, and I'm not. Again, as you say, anyone who's there, they'll see the evidence of it. You know, people have questioned the commitment of these players. I certainly haven't. You know, and I really want to reiterate to the fact that the biggest thing for me today was the commitments, and we keep that on. We'll turn this round. We will do.